They're just throttled with their broken necks. The achievements are the only mention of killing orcs. I see. See, that's, I mean, that was the only reason I thought that there was murder in the game. I mean, I guess technically there is some murder in the game. You know, spiders, the Greshnag and all. The Greshnag of it all. They're severely dry humped necks. Oh dear. Oh. That's one way to put it. Cause he's... Oh yeah, the Candleman does die, doesn't he? You do murder him. Do you think we'll ever get a Golem too? I do feel like recently the Lord of the Rings IP in general has been really dumped on. Like, I don't know. What was the last good Lord of the Rings video game that came out? Was it Shadow of War? Was that the last good Lord of the Rings video game that came out? Because, like, the IP in general seems to be suffering. Like, and, like, gosh. Because, like, oh, that's right, Mines of Moria. I played that for like an hour and a half with my brother. We started a mine together and then we just never picked it back up. It was pretty alright. But like, I look at something like The Rings of Power, which has gotten absolutely dunked on by some people. Like, there are people that absolutely hate that show. And I'm like, I think the show is great. Considering I'm someone that hasn't, like, really read much of the lore behind the Lord of the Rings. So, like, some of the possible inconsistencies or not quite lore accurate stuff, I'm just like, eh. As long as it makes for a good show, I'm alright with whatever. But like, even that new game, the Tales of the Shire, the one that's coming out, I want that one. I feel has more of a chance of being successful because it's not going to necessarily draw the action battle type Lord of the Rings fans. It's gonna draw those people who want a cozy game. So I think that one has a chance to be successful to an extent. I mean, it's essentially just a life simulator as a hobbit. which could be pretty cool. I could get behind that. Yeah, I don't know how lore accurate like Rings of Power is either, which as someone who doesn't know it very well anyways, I don't much care. I'm more of in the boat of I just want a good story being told. And if it has some of these characters that I really enjoyed from Lord of the Rings, I'm all good with that. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say I don't care at all. Like, I still want it to be, like, lore accurate to an extent. But, like, if they get a few things wrong here or there, it's like, that's fine. Like, it happens. Plus, like, the stuff that Tolkien gave us for it, like, I don't think it's all there, man. There's not, like, a complete history compendium, is there? Of, like, every single thing? Anyways, they better have the Hobbit food schedule. They better just have a... I don't know. Allow me to have a good Hobbit hole. That's what I want. I want a little Hobbit hole. You think there's a fan-made compendium? And see that... Listen. If it's not written by Tolkien or his son, it's not canon. Number one. I'm joking. Again, there's people that know the lore way, way thousands of times better than I do. Gollum is too canon. I agree. The Gollum video game is canon. In my head. The spider webs are grown. Gollum is canon. Thank you, camera. This bee better leave me alone. Thank goodness. Shelob in ya brain. Shelobin in my brain. Honestly, the only like Lord of the Rings property that has ever like slightly ticked me off was the Hobbit movies, with some of the choices that were made. Because that's like my favorite book of all time. Like, what the flip? The japes. I mean, I wouldn't say like the Hobbit movies are bad. There's just some things that are not the greatest decision making ever. Oh my gosh, how did I not make that? It's crazy. I think one of the biggest things that I don't like about the Hobbit movies is the overuse of CGI. Especially from, like, an orc perspective, when they did so well with practical effects. That kind of just weirded me out. I think that was just a not great creative choice by Peter Jackson. Plus, there was one, like, giant orc. Bro was literally walking with, like, maces for feet and hands. I'm like, what the flip is this? What is happening? I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, Sviat. Like, I think there's still good movies. I just have some complaints. Because, again, I think it was... A lot of it was the overuse of CGI when I felt it wasn't personally necessary. But again, I'm not the director. The love triangle story felt so out of left field. And you didn't need to include Legolas. I understand why Legolas is there. It's like a, hey, remember me from the other movies you loved? I'm back. And then I think there's a mention in, I think it's the second movie of Aragorn. I'm like, they really do be putting all the cameos in there, don't they? It's gonna work. Not cameos, but like name drops. I just think they could have been better. Let's put it that way. The best scene was still with... And honestly, this was my favorite chapter as a kid, was the scene in the first movie with Gollum. When they do the riddle game. That and the scene where they're like arguing with the trolls. That one wasn't quite lore accurate, but it was still a pretty fun scene. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember if one of them was super rushed. It felt like they came out on a yearly basis. It was like, it was 1 year in between. I could be wrong about that. Plus, I know, like, what they did with Lord of the Rings was they shot all 3 movies at the exact same time. So it was like one big continuous thing. I don't know if they did that with The Hobbit. I don't know much of the behind the scenes for that. But again, there are also some really great things about the Hobbit movies, like the scene, like Smaug. Smaug looked amazing. Like the everything about him was just like, my gosh. This dude is ferocious, and I love it. Mr. Cumberbatch, you can be my Smaug any day. Mora, what you doing? Gamora, what are you eating? Is that a plant? What are you doing? Grab the coin, Diddy. Gamora, don't eat plants. You'll die. Frickin', I fed Gamora today when I got home from work, and as she gets done, she comes into the kitchen while I'm making dinner. She starts meowing at me. I'm like, Gamora, I just fed you. What do you want from me? Oh my gosh, freaking. Are you freaking kidding me? That's so infuriating. The camera is just screwing me over today. That's frustrating. Bro. It didn't even read my up input. Yeah, we're still pacing though. I would have liked a better pace simply for possible mistakes. Come on, Lanky. You and me. Let's do this. Good. Hey, that was... Yes. I believe this should... I'm not even gonna say anything right now because I still need to menu, and menuing can be difficult. You remember, there was a time I accidentally bought the second upgrade for Lanky, which was dumb. Gotta make sure I get to Chunky. Okay. Congum Smallus. Grape coins. Grape. You would almost think that Lanky's bananas should have been purple, since Lanky shoots grapes. Good Mad Jack. That was really sketchy. I don't like being that close to Mad Jack when he's throwing his fireballs. Yo, thanks for the good luck, Katashi. Really appreciate that. Try being this close with DK? No, thank you. I'll pass. Oof. Dude, when I was watching your runs, Katashi, DK Mad Jack looks awful. Like straight cheeks. No! What? No way! The one part I could fall through. Are you serious? Dude, no way. Okay, chill out. Dude, get off the wall.
Okay.
I don't believe this, dude. The one part I could fall through getting into Helm, I fell through. I know, I'm mad about it too. Gamora, this is not the best time. I love you, sweetheart. Yes, you can stay right there. Nope, no. Gamora, you're being a butt. Go over on the table, please. Thank you. I love her to pieces. Yo, what's up, Kane? Donkey Kong. Gamora, I love you, sweetheart, but I need you over on the table. Are you trying to say hi to chat? Gamora, please stay on the table. Oops. I forgot to split, so we'll just skip that split. Gamora, please. Please don't. Took you 25 years to realize K. Rool was the boss in this game? Dang. You thought he was Banjo-Kazooie or something? Close. No. I forgot the count in my head.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Saved by the bell.
I would have saved time if I had just paid attention. Gamora, I don't like you up there one bit. Please get down. Thank you, Gamora.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Saved by the bell. In the red corner.
Okay, focus.
Round 3.
Nope, Gamora. No, thank you, my lovely lady. That should work, right? Thank God. My butthole clenched a little bit there. Spaghetti, you missed the biggest mistake of the run. I was going into Helm. I got the kick slide in the clip. And as I'm dropping down to get into the Helm hub area, there's a gap between like the snout and K. Rool's head that I fell through and lost 30 seconds. Yeah, it was. I honestly was like, man, I want to reset so bad. I was so mad. Please get in the barrel. I just gotta make sure I don't screw up. Just gonna make sure I get in the stupid barrel. Miscounted. I think the last one is 5. Silly hit. Silly, silly, silly.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Saved by the bell.
Yeah, that wasn't a great tiny phase.
In the red corner.
Clunk, clunk.
Round 5.
I won't count myself in the clear till the final timer goes off. What? How was I too early? Ain't no frickin' way, dude. Come on. Dude, what is happening? I don't even care. I hate all of this. Oh my gosh. Frick, dude.